begin with the Bucks. No Eric Bledsoe tonight as he is out. So the Timberwolves counter with Teague, Butler, Wiggins, Gibson, and Karl Anthony Towns. Jim, the first meeting between these two back on December 28th. 102-96, a game in which the Timberwolves.
Towns as the double team comes.
Wiggins, the shot clock winding down, can't get it to go. Towns, an offensive rebound. A consecutive game, and he's been back with a vengeance.
How do you like the gray uniforms that Minnesota's sporting team?
He didn't drag the pivot foot.
If he would have fallen down, they would have called a foul, but he kept his pivot foot.
Jimmy for the three, no. Towns a rebound, that's his second. Brogdon, reigning rookie of the year, able to get it to go. He'll be playing All-Star Weekend. He's in the Rising Stars game for a second straight year. Wiggins. Middleton. Offline and not. Middleton, healthy this season. This is his 50th game of the year. This is a single season in franchise history. Beat it to start. Put up in Jim the company. He's on pace to join Kareem as the lone Bucks player. In fact, since 1973-74, only two other players in the NBA have done it. Towns answers. Giannis got a step on Jimmy Butler. If you tack on the game in LA, it was 9 days and 6 games. Teague able to get. Butler off the turnover, bounce pass inside for Taj Gibson. Karl Anthony Towns there.
Look, I think it's interesting, Jabari Parker coming back from injury. One of the things that Arnie Cantor used to do is
nice. I think Steve Kerr's worrying about that even comes up on the as a blip on the radar. Butler for three. Oh, at 57.5%. Middleton, no. Ahead to Gorgui Dieng and the high percent. Middleton, nice job with Jimmy staying in front of him. Middleton does. The more I'm liking him. These grays are growing on me just as this game is going on.
They are really good. They're right up there with the Blues for me.
Jimmy Butler.
The starters have played a lot of minutes too.
Home. Thankfully, only 2 more of those remain. Timberwolves turn it over. Brogdon. By the way, Malcolm Brogdon taken back to the Bucks locker room, and we'll get an update for you once one becomes a
19-8, so he's essentially there. But
Baker continuing to fire and finally stretch.
I was more talking about this game.
Yeah, that's true. But I wasn't contrarian that time. Crawford,
very similar to
Timberwolves 15-14 on the glass. Towns, what an attack. Coffee with the Timberwolves a couple of seasons ago. With that miss, Towns over the shoulder to Bielitsa in the corner.
You gotta go. Jamal Crawford's fine too, but the Towns-Bielitsa pairing is a good thing for Minnesota.
Belly came over to try to help out, left. Tyus Jones gets the roll.
Just grabbing Jamal Crawford.
Towns going to work on Henson.
4 games too. They've been holding field goal percentage low, but they've been giving up a lot of points in the paint.
A lot of contact. Wow. Received the most votes out of any player in the league from his peers.
A lot of buzz in the building right now because it's nearing halftime, and we're going to see Lil John here as Milwaukee gets a. What a pass by Jeff Teague.
I think you outright listen to it a lot more than me. And B, you've been around players.
You know, fool them into listening to what you want to listen to. As Taj is taking Giannis down in the torture chamber again. Right to play in that.
Wiggins leaves it short, but Towns says
51%, 53%, and then 47%.
And they've held their opponents to 42.7%.
To drive that defensive field goal percentage down.
Teague and Karl Anthony. They get it inside for Antetokounmpo. Rattledly, they fell out. Timberwolves have played extremely well following 2 straight losses, and they played.
Minnesota's done that. 3rd time.
Snell.
Fourth time.
Settles for the long two.
That's how you take on someone athletic like Giannis and keep you from scoring. Wow,
well, it does, in fairness.
Antetokounmpo.
The phonetic spelling that the Bucks have in the media can have.
Because you know how many broadcasters and in-arena hosts get Gorgie's name wrong, as John Henson gets.
50-50 ball, and Dellavedova, excuse me, to Antetokounmpo. I could say that. Come away with it. Milwaukee slowly climbing their way back into this game. Antetokounmpo attacking, finishing. Entire package for his entire NBA career, really, but since putting on a Timberwolves uniform, it has been. Dellavedova has it poked away. Towns long two, and he drills.
No question about it, but we can talk about all time.
Wiggins has it taken away. Sean Kilpatrick.
Bucks have really picked up their defensive intensity here.
They sure have. Teague. Butler's got to get it away. Does, and drills it. I just want to know if we're going to make our friendly annual Super Bowl deal. Kilpatrick. Giannis backs it out, then gives it up. Kilpatrick for a three. Well, I was hopeful.
You're hopeful that Minnesota would be able to hold a 20-point lead, but
Butler. Straight win on their home floor.
This is a lineup that Minnesota should just kill.
Ooh, Tyus Jones sees an opening.
Wolves have been operating in the paint a lot in this game. 21 of 29 in the painted areas. Gorgie loads one up for
Butler and Brown to Bielitsa.
That's a foul. Are you kidding me?
That would be Marty Gelner.
Use from the truck. So
now that Jay-Z has more hair.
Yeah. Oh, nice pass by Bielitsa. And a finish by Gordon.
Bucks are against Phoenix, Brooklyn, Chicago, which has really been struggling again, and Philadelphia without Joel Embiid.
And coach, a lot of times you got the good cop, bad cop dynamic. And oftentimes that's just the truth of it.
Everybody always says the toughest 2 feet to move.
Got to be, give him a pat on the back once in a while as Giannis gets that one to go.
The motion that they had during one of the breaks when we were in Atlanta, they literally just came out with a huge banner that said free stuff. Game for Antetokounmpo. Taj blocks him. Antetokounmpo for Henson. Brown drives inside, and that was... knocked out of
timeouts, especially end of game situation.
Took over for Kidd when Kidd had the hip issues for 7. Buried the lead a little bit here, Jim. We mentioned Bill Belichick being here. I don't know about you, but frankly, I don't know why I say.
This is pretty good efficiency. Cat and Butler, 52 points on 28 shot attempts.
Marshall gets stripped to the back. Timberwolves' best defensive field goal percentage of the season, 37.2% at Dallas. Milwaukee right now is exactly
Been looking forward to seeing Jabari Parker get back into the mid.
This is not the most futile shooting percentage night of Kilpatrick. And out of the corner for Wilson. Cole
or into Harvard. One of the two.
Yes.
He went to Duke, so.
Cole gets stripped to the basketball before he can put up a shot. Kilpatrick. And Wilson, the no-look for Conley. Cole Aldridge getting that shot.
Had some good hustle plays. I would say Minnesota's defense, one of the better defensive efforts in terms of running people off the line and staying connected is being.
6% from Milwaukee tonight. The Timberwolves' best defensive effort, 37.2.